Okay, so the last few episodes have been so high energy, so intense.
Okay, here we go. We weren't patient. The anchor appears seriously stuck. Oh, I got scared of heights here just by looking at them.
Living that experience, being in that inlet, I feel like I was just firing on all cylinders all the time. This is almost getting too much. This is like Princess Louisa, where I just felt like overwhelmed by the amount of things to try to capture on camera, because we're just surrounded by so much. I wanted to capture everything and see everything and do everything, and we were also always aware that the weather was not super predictable and the anchorages were not super safe, so like we were always just paying attention. And now we're out of the inlet and we are ready for a little bit more of a relaxed pace this upcoming week. We're on our way north. On board our Cape George Cutter 36 is my husband Aladino and myself, Maya. After a 5-year complete refit to our boat, we are finally out sailing, about to explore one of the most wild and beautiful coastlines on Earth. Join us for the northern voyage. The journey north continues. After exiting Knight Inlet, we turned right, and we found ourselves in a spectacular archipelago of tiny islands. So we're going to be cruising the Broughtons, which is an archipelago of about 300 islands up the northern end of Vancouver Island, just tucked into the east coast there. And this is where we really start to get real ocean influence. Like the Broughtons kind of open up into the Pacific. You start to feel the sea in a way that we haven't felt when we were a little bit more south, and Vancouver Island really shielded us. And so with that comes just this amazing abundance of wildlife. The Broughtons is known for spectacular wildlife, and it really is just, you'll see. I don't have words to describe it, but you'll see. It would take the entire summer, if not, several years worth of summers, to really see every little part of this archipelago. And we're gonna be here for a week, maybe 2 if we stretch it. So I think realistically, we just have to enjoy what we do see and know that when we come back, there's a lot more. I actually found it so difficult to make this episode. So difficult that I even procrastinated last week by making a sort of Q&A video instead of editing this one. Up until this point, we've been moving fairly slowly up the coast, turning each destination into its own complete story. But now we're faced with the northern season slowly drawing to a close, and we haven't made it as far north yet as we would have liked. There's still a huge swath of coastline left to explore, and while we don't have a particular spot on the map picked out as our turnaround point, we do know that we want to at least see some of the central coast, so we've got to move a little quicker now. But moving quickly really goes against our nature. We committed to about a week in the Broughton Archipelago before continuing the journey north. A week might sound like a lot, but when you're faced with seeing 300 islands in a week, well, it felt like we were only seeing the tiniest little microscopic preview of what the Broughtons has to offer. And I think that's why I found it so difficult to make this episode. It's hard to show you a place that I don't feel like I really know or understand at all yet. But I guess all I can do is show you what we saw, the Broughtons, through our eyes, one sunny but cold week. It's so beautiful, it almost hurts. Like all the sweetness of summers past, present, and future have been condensed right here in this moment. And it's all hanging on one shimmering thread that soon is going to sink behind the mountains. We followed our friends Allison and James out of the anchorage. These are their home waters. We could ask for no better guides to show us the best spots on our short tour.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That night, we anchored by Insect Island.
It's hard to believe that such a stunning, what appears to be white sand beach can be found on the coast of Canada. But it's not white sand which gives this beach its beautiful color. It's the shells. Hundreds of thousands of shells absolutely covering this beach.
Middens are an amazing feature all up and down this coast, and they mark the spots where Indigenous people would gather to share seafood feasts. This is one of the most impressive middens I've ever seen. The shells were visible several meters deep in the soil, showing just how long this spot has been used as a gathering place. It was so still that evening. The trees barely whispered, but the history and the beauty of this place still swam through the air. I suppose all I can say is that I feel lucky to be here. I feel lucky to be sailing with Aladino, who I love so much, and alongside our friends Allison and James, who inspire me with their calm and kind way of moving through the world. I just felt calm and ready to continue our journey north, and filled with promises to come back. And anyway, in the next episode, we certainly get our fair share of excitement.
Okay, engine's on, the anchor's going down, it's absolute chaos, but on the radio, just said there's a tsunami advisory. There was an earthquake off of Russia.
So I'm on Emergency Info BC government page, and it says, number 1, leave the water now. Move out of the ocean, off the beach, and away from harbors, marinas, breakwaters, bays, and inlets.
Thank you so much for being here, everyone. We are so grateful that you tune in every Friday. However, I must quickly remind everyone that we publish 4 episodes per month. So on the months with 5 Fridays, we take that last Friday off. And that means that next Friday, Halloween, is going to be a break for us, which means I can just get a little bit ahead with the video editing, which is always nice. I feel like I'm kind of perpetually playing catch up as we film and edit. So yeah, that'll be good. But we'll be back, of course, on, let me have a look, November 7th. Yes, that is when we will be back with another wonderful episode to share with you all. Huge thank you to all the folks whose names are now appearing on screen for going above and beyond to make sure that Magic Carpet keeps being produced. We are so grateful that you guys watch, that you guys care about this journey, that you follow along, that you talk to us and give us feedback and provide the support. We are so lucky to be doing what we're doing, and we're very aware of that, so thank you. A really big thank you to all of our patrons. If you would like to become a patron for as little as $2 a month, it's entirely up to you how you decide to donate. Then we are very grateful, and we publish real-time updates every week on Patreon, which are patron exclusive. They never get published anywhere else, and those are just some little updates about, what we're up to in real time. All right. I usually sign these things off by saying see you next Friday, but that won't be the case this time. We'll see you on November 7th for the next installment of the Northern Voyage, and some big excitement that came our way in that episode. Thanks, everyone. Bye.